Hey everyone, it's Tyler Beast and Woodspoonie here. This is NBA2k25 on 2K Sports. Hey folks, Tyler Beast on Woodspoonie here. We are back again. I hope you all enjoyed your All-Star break, but if you guys haven't watched this, I will have the video out for you by the end of the video here by this outro. But this time, it's about to be bringing it back in for another game. So you would definitely will have to enjoy it for yourself for any of them that you have to improve for. In the meantime, we are about to be resuming our games. This is game 11 of the NBA on 2K Sports. Next matchup we have is the Utah Jazz, and they are facing against the Houston Rockets. They're pretty like an entire tightness, an enormous team that they've already gotten played it for. The last season, it was the Texas showdown between the Rockets and the Mavericks. It was a big comeback rally for the Houston Rockets that they already been played for. And I was thrilled to be beyond by that. They have really been knocking things in. So far, they have been pushing their height limits. Now let's talk about this one here. How do you think the Utah Jazz will play out there? They lost the game last time, but they didn't really think they were going to try to do this. Well, you know, there definitely may not be anybody who's going to be pressuring it in. And I've got the feeling right now, I mean, the Rockets can definitely try to get over this, but I'm trying to bet on for Utah Jazz. They haven't really won each games after all the players been traded off. And there's only a couple of players that are left. But now there's only like Jordan Clarkson left. And he's definitely trying to get this thing over and done. Without Mike Conley and the other teams, I mean, it's going to be very hard for them to try to get over this. So what's the problem going to be now? Well, there may not be anything that's going to change because the Jazz haven't really won any games yet. No, seriously, I think there's going to be Rockets out there. They're in a second place right now in the Western Conference standings here to get their way to the playoffs. But the Jazz hasn't really found an answer way, so they could try to get back into it and then win the game. Could they get over this? Well, I probably might be saying that it's not going to be like an easier way to do for it. So we'll have to find out if there is another change with that. Well, alright, well, it's going to be very tricky for the Utah Jazz to get back into us, but hopefully there might be an answer back anyway. We'll see what goes with. Between baddest to baddest, it's definitely what everybody needs to go with. So we gotta see what's going on. Okay then, let's hope there is a will, and there might be a winning off. Well, let's see what it goes with. Indeed so. Starting head coach for the Utah Jazz is Will Hardy for the Jazz player that is right on the team, and for the Rockets is Ime Udoka. Here for our amazing Houston Rockets head coach, formerly played for the 76ers and also coached for the Boston Celtics. Here are the starting lineups for the Utah Jazz: Isaiah Collier, Colin Sexton, Lauri Markkanen, John Collins, and Walker Kessler. On the other side for the Houston Rockets, we have is Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Ahmed Thompson, Dylan Brooks, and Alperen Sengun. It's time to get this thing started. Standing by I have is OJ, and he's also along with Paintbrush, and our third commentary of the crew to give our eyes on supply. We've got our great takes in. As for our next commentator, I welcome in is Willie for a third commentary from St. Louis to Houston. Well, it's going to be amazing. Let's get the show on a roll. Gets on game time. Jazz, Rockets, next on 2K Sports. We'll see you all there, everybody, for the post-game show. Let's roll! Here's the starting lineups for the Utah Jazz. At point guard, Isaiah Collier. At center, Walker Kessler. At the other forward position, Colin Sexton. At forward for John Collins.
position, Laurie Walkenden. The starting head coach for the Utah Jazz, Will Hardy. All right, team, it's now time. We start your lineups for your Houston Rockets. Starting the red card, 6'0" inches, number 5, Fred Bailey. A power forward, number 9. Number 4, Shaylee Green. FBO for 6 feet 7 inches. Number 1, Ahmed Thompson. And center, 6'10", number 28, for the Houston Rockets, NBA2k25. Good evening, everyone. We are at Houston at Toyota Center for tonight's game of the night. Biggest stars between Brodoku and Hardy as the Jazz take on against Houston Rockets. This is going to be a wild night here at Toyota Center. Biggest starting groups you have is Isaiah Collier. He's with Colin Sexton. Their marketing is with Collins. Kessler's in center. Green is with Van Vliet. Van Brooks is with Ahmed Thompson. And Alperen Sengun is the starting center for tonight. Tip-off is set. We are ready. It's H-Town time. As Brooks starts things up here, we will give a good pass over to Van Vliet. You'll start making a transfer again to Dylan Brooks. He will now give it over to Thompson. Thompson will give a dish over again to Brooks. Here's a shot for 2. That one will miss it off the target, and that will be John Collins with his first rebound. Here's Sexton to start off the strong, and the foul will be picked up. That'll be Jalen Green with his first personal. First team fouls picked up by Houston Rockets.
At the line for the Jazz, Colin Sexton, taking 2 shots.
His first shot is good for Colin Sexton. Here's what we are looking at it for Colin Sexton for his last part of his career. The last team that he had played for as he made his own draft, he was played with the Cleveland Cavaliers, but has been trade lined to a newer team by 2021 with the Utah Jazz. It was one big playoff, and I was really noticing that he had made out a lot of hard ones to grab for. There was no other way that I was been seeing things that Colin Sexton is one of our biggest. For some reason, I was not even noticing what was going to happen like this. Colin Sexton was not even always the proud to be the king of it. But all I could say now is that when Sexton has it all covered in, he's got to make that one all clear head. After a broken bay by the Houston Rockets, here's Colin Sexton. Sexton will find a bounce pass to Collier. Here's the cut. The drive will scoop in right toward the paint. He has his first bucket in, and they're up in the lead. Now Ahmed Thomas will have it over again to Sengun. Sengun finds Van Vliet. Van Vliet will now make a changeover again. Ball's tipped. It's stolen by Kessler. First turnover by the Houston Rockets. The alley-oop it. 8-9, not shy. They will have to leave it out of bounds, but it will be the last touch on Colin Sexton. Good chance here on a defensive effort. That will start in. It's only about 5:40 left. We may have a little bit of change up for if they want. Here's Van Vliet. He will start it over again. Now finding Green. He will look again to Thompson. Thompson. Here's Green for the three. Got it to go. That will be the first three-pointer for the Rockets as their team is up by 1. Great start off. I was liking that hustle in there, but there is no question as how they really got there through. And Colin Sexton, he got a little slam down on it. Yeah, Van Vliet will send it over to Sigurd. Sigurd looks again at Van Vliet. Van Vliet now finds the pass over again to Thompson. Thompson looks it over right toward the middle. And it's Kessler with the ball steal. Ball's tipped. It's stolen by it. Marking it for three. Good. That will be the two-pointer to get this one up ahead. Throw by 3. 8-5 score. And as I give it a warm welcome here for my special guest from St. Louis, here we have is Willie. Hey folks, how's everybody getting going? Been freaking good out there. Welcome to Houston. It's our biggest of the night as we have been showing things off. We know you've been proud of it because of the 4-Nation Face-Off was a complete success. We wanted to tell how everything that turned out with the Blues. And for some reason, you made their trip here to Houston. How did it really take you over? Well, I was so enough, I was been gladly to have that one appreciation. And all I've been really on his accomplishment, this really makes it a great team to have it honor. There's no other way I can definitely try to say a warm welcome to this my Houston Rockets team. I was liking their own style of it because they've really been so well. And this is what happens. They've really got their great energy to put the energetic flow to keep moving. They really have been putting it in with a great chance. I love their status. They got a great ones to take in. Well, hopefully there might be another change of that. What are you looking for this one? I'm going to say the Rockets are going to be trying to get 2 wins in the home game, so it's going to be one biggest of the baddest. There's Green, he finds again a Van Vliet. 5 seconds. Here's Thompson for 3. Rolls in it up. Rebounded by Sexton with only 3:20 to go. And open look. Collier get the pass to Marketing. Thompson's on him. Looks it over. Collier's in corner. Good cover by Brooks. Double man. Trying to get the time down. 5 to shoot. With the 3. That one rolls in and out. Sigurd rolls it over again. Now finding Green. Green looks over to Sigurd. Sigurd looks it over now to Green. Green looks it over to Thompson. Thompson for the finish. The drive puts in. That'll be the second bucket for Matt Thompson. It's 11-8. Looks so well. I mean, to start cleaning up that pride just makes it easier enough for the Rockets to play here. Timeout called by Utah Jazz with only under 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. This wasn't an easy way, but they started up. But this is where it makes it in for the Rockets to spend some time. I love that energy. This makes a great way to have some response effort. And you know, I was really liking their status. This is what I really have to make the accomplishment for it. And all what it takes in, it just makes it unbelievable. Big Train is definitely, I have always been seeing things. And as I look here for the last part of a career by Colin Sexton, this is what I've always been seeing, how he has been able his stats because of his last game. The last part of it was his career. Higher percentage here from 2019 to 20. This one was amazed by anybody. Now, I'm not even kidding, because after that one makes it in, because he made his draft in since 2018, this is when he made that one with the biggest goal percentage. The best one was 2022 to 23 season. 48 goal percentage, only 14.3 points, and 23 minutes on court. He's been one of the best. I have a lot of more faith than I have ever remembered. But this is what I've really been looking for if he gets to his better effort. And how about the status here for Walker Kessler? The blocks in the game for the start of the season. Well, it seemed like that the November was really like the only way that he had ever been playing it for. And all I've got to say now is, this is what that Kessler makes it in.
The blockage is definitely everybody, and has been doing it. The tall center, I mean, they can handle it. Let's find out if they do. They're better behave on the behalf. Defense effort is a strong way to give it. With the starting groups here for the secondary lineup zone, we have his Whitmore. He's with on Steven Adams. And it's Jeff Green from outside. Then it's Tate right toward the wing. And lastly, we have across is Shepard. Here's Whitmore toward middle. This will be his first bucket in for the Rockets secondary group. Only 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 13-8, says great score to start. George. Ball's loose. Layup. That will be missed up here. And Shepard with his first rebound, and this will give it over to Green. Not so good to start things over here for a team on the Utah Jazz secondary group. It's not just a good thing to start that often. They just need somebody else to give that one instead. Adams. Drive is good. That'll be his first look it in for Steven Adams with passing a 90-second mark. Now George now finds Filipowski. Filipowski now finds again to Sesabal. He gives it over to George. Watching the screen. Here's the cut. Racing toward in. Open look. That one misses off the target wide. Adams with his first rebound with only 1 minute left to remain in the first quarter. Now Shepard will have his own chance now finding Green. Green sends it over to pass to Tate. Tate looks it over to pass, bounce pass to Adam, and he looks it over. Watching the ball out of here. Here's Green for the three. They'll have it back. Adams holding on to the ball, trying to get out of the three-point violation. Shot clock down to 5. Shepard stepping in for 2. That one misses again for Houston Rockets. Not even playing it like he did. That Shepard's just trying to get this thing in. Not the best point that you want to start off with, but I feel like this can be hard. That bounces off the rim as Shepard has his own ball. He'll now make his own way down right toward the other side of the court. Shepard looks it again to Whitmore. 6 to go. Green toward the corner. He now finds Adams. Adams for the drive. Count it a 1. That will be his first drive to have the foul and put it in just 1.3 seconds. Wow, looks like it's really well out there. That's because Steven Adams has got a great pressure. He's looking so well. I mean, I've got a great chance to have a look at it. Sensabalos is checked out, and McCulloch is checked in. Rockets are making new changes here. Tate's checked out, and as Eason is checked in. And Adams will hit this first free throw for the first strictly free throw line. And that will end the first quarter of the game. 18-8 to score. This is where Rockets starts in H-Town to give a good lead off. Lots of big scores. It's going to be everybody's game. There's not a lot much time to think about. You just got to keep pushing. Second quarter is coming up after the break. We'll be right back with you soon. As we send you back onto the court, we welcome you back here for the NBA on 2K Sports. 18-8 to start for Houston Rockets, as I will send it over to you guys and how they did. Over to you, Willie. What's your take here? Well, they're starting so well. I mean, the biggest shot of their effort there have really been pushing things up. And because of what their secondary group is, looks like that second is definitely starting out that good. Yeah, I agree with you there, Willie. I mean, this really has to give them a great time effort. This starts the key. They're making it a great one to take. We start off the second quarter as now we have is the 5-foul group. Siggins on court. He's with Dylan Brooks. Van across is Eason as he's already on the court. Van Vliet is right toward the point guard position. And Thompson and Green is right toward the outside. Eason starts it off. The bounce pass now finds again to Siggins. Siggins looks over. Here's Brooks for the 2. Layup shot, no good.
Markkanen with this rebound, and he now finds it again to George, as he will have the alley-oop pass. That will be put in. Mikhailiuk has got his first dunk down, as George picks up his first assist. Well, and a little score drought and a drive afterwards. I mean, that really is going to start putting an effort in. Don't have the right time to do this for anybody. Here's Brooks. He's right toward the corner. He'll now make some new changes here on the offensive side. Can't find anybody open. They've got to hurry. And Van Vliet shots off the mark, and it's rebounded over by the Jazz. Here comes George. Over it again. Oh, he lost the dunk. I don't think it's saying he got a piece of it. I think he just hit it off the rim. Oh man, that was too close. Very too close out there. I don't know what happened here, but that really must have shut somebody down. Wow. As you look at the league leaders, Dyson Daniels as he's trying to get over the lead, but Tari Eason has been getting it close. He's right down into third and fourth. Well, it's not always a competition, and you really wanted to start doing a little bit of a higher aggression. This really is what the team needs, and they just have to give Ty Eason a break. He's got to see what he can do to give some better effort. Three-pointers good for Lauri Markkanen, and they're back down by three. Just don't have the right time effort. I mean, you're going to have to try to do it all over again. Van Vliet now finds again to Sagan. Sagan now finds Van Vliet. With some new changes. Looks it over. Here's the three for Green. Switches it. That one makes another three-pointer for Green. He has 6 points. Look at a good status for Jalen Green is playing in. That's a higher three-pointer advantage. You have to start making it strong to get some good effort. Mikhailiuk, ball stolen. Sagan takes it over. Eason, to finish the arc. What a dunk down. That will be Tari Eason with his first jam down. Now you see coming. That's why the clutch is looking at Eason. He's really picking up his good stride. Just about 4:18 left to remain in the first half. And as Morgan is right toward the lead. In the corner with the drive. That one's good for Lauri Markkanen. Got a good cut motion. 7 points in the game. Perfect field goals in the range. 3 for 3. He finds a pass to Brooks this time. Now he will send it over to Eason. Eason wants to make a new change. Back to Van Vliet. Van Vliet. The warrior cut in motion. Eason trying to give away to Brooks. Here's the finish. The drive in the paint. Oh, he just got it in. Nice take for Dylan Brooks as Eason with the assist. That makes it a great effort. Eason really had that one a good pass, and that really has to give some good room. To start off with some bigger drives, it's the flow. It's a key fingertip. Roll makes it in. Alley-oop got it through to Kessler. And that one got another dunk. Outscoring the Jazz by 7 as the Rockets are trying to make it clear. Yeah, there's no quite crushing it out. I mean, this really is going to make someone to make appearance with someone else to give some higher advantage. The skill needs to bring challenge. Now Brooks will send it over again to Eason. Here's a three for Van Vliet. Another three dishes it in. That will be Van Vliet with his first three-pointer. Really saying nothing about the point guard out there. Really has to give someone a good extra step. Timeout called by the Utah Jazz with under 3 minutes to remain in the first half of the game. What they say now, I mean, that Mike Todd is going to get ready for a block stop to have that good added range. Now, as you may have already noticed right now, I mean, if you're trying to look for one of the best games, don't forget to subscribe to NBA everywhere on the go. No matter if you're on the media, stay up to date by following on X, Instagram, and of course, YouTube, along with every social media platforms. You will be staying connected to one of your favorite players and with some biggest of the motion with the big highlights. You won't want to miss that one out if you're interested in that. Play hard, see if you can try to get over for yourself. And speaking of this one, we got the halftime show coming up, and that will be the next line to get that one right toward the boards. It'll be Ernie Johnson, Kenny Jet Smith, and your famous legendary Shaquille O'Neal with our biggest first half of the game. Rockets on a fair start, and Utah Jazz are finding a way to get out toward the clouds. Well, it's going to be one way to change, but nothing really stands the crowd. It's going to be one of our big days ever. Let's see if they can try to answer back. With the new substitution for the Jazz, we have 4 players who checked out and 4 players who checked in. That's Clarkson, Sandoval, and Collins, and of course Filipski. Rockets making new changes as Adams, Green, and Thompson are checked in. Here's the try for Storage, and that one got a good D by Green. As Adams picks up his own rubber rebound, here's Green. Deciding to give it to Adams, he now wants to change it over to Van Vliet. Van Vliet right toward the elbow point. Adams fakes the 3. He finds it over again to Green. Green. Here's Adams into the middle. Good cut motion by Green. That'll be Adams with 7 points in the game. Just really can't slow you down now. I mean, Adams just makes that in. He found a great pass, and that's what Green is making connections in there. That really has to give some hard status. 3-pointer's good for Sandoval. As he'll have another 3-pointer. We're under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. As Van Vliet will send it over to get a Green. There's another chance here to Green. Green now finds a pass to Thompson. Status in, looking for Adams. Giving it over to Adams. Step back for the 2. Nice rebound by Green. We'll give it back to Green this time, the other way. Now Jeff Green will send it to Jalen Green. Fades, looks back to Thompson. Thompson, near the baseline. That's good. Beats the shot clock violation. As he's 8 points in this game over the Jazz. You really can't shoot well. You really can't find someone. You have to give someone else an open range. If there is no room, take a chance. You have no other option if you're going to get through it. 3-pointers good for Jordan Clarkson. As we're under 1 minute left to remain in the first half of the game. Now Van Vliet will send it over right toward the wing. He now finds Adams. Adams is right toward the wing and he now finds a pass to Green. Green looks again at Van Vliet. Van Vliet, ball's tipped, rebounded by Green. Green looks it over again at Thompson. Thompson, over again. It's off the rim and it's Filipski with his own rebound. Just 30 seconds left in the first half. Here's Sandoval. The pass back to George. Van Vliet on the cover. He finds Collins. Collins moves around, fades, shoots, layup in, back again on the offense. Trying to watch for the 3-second violation, he'll make a drive. That'll be Collins with his another rebound, and he has that with another great dish and drive. And so we will leave it here with the first half. Thompson team, as the Rockets are up 32-27. Halftime is on, and that's where we are going to start things off to put it in strong. We'll get back to the second half and get ready for another action. Stupid Bus after this.
Let's check out how they did with the first half. Biggest of all the drive as we've seen the start run finish and to a rocket blast off to start for the Rockets as they're heating it up in the first half of the game. While the Jazz, it's not close. It's a little bit of different change in between. I'll send it over to you, Woodspinny, of how they did with the first half, starting with the Jazz. Well, the Jazz is definitely not starting out that strong and cleanly. They really have someone else to try to break the defensive up. They need to give somebody else an open feed. And now over to you, Tyler. What do you think about the Rockets? Well, Rockets is starting off really well. I mean, Green's definitely one of my guys. He's popular. Trying to give someone else here for the Rockets teams to give some good strength. I think the secondary chance is going to be right on it towards the line. Let's keep an eye on it and take it in where you can. Clean off, better effort. No way, no way. And without that one, with the three of them, we are heading back to the court with OJ and her team. We'll see you all later, folks, for the post-game show. See you later. You've been watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to Houston Rockets of the downtown Texas. We're ready to start the third quarter of 32-27 games, a close game. And as we're looking at right in the range, I have what takes in Amin Thompson. He's looking to get this thing right on target. Well, better take it is now for Amin Thompson. He's just been so well. And all the team, when you have been looking at it, you have to give someone else a good credit. That room is put in for Thompson. He's been on a great balance, offense and defense. Yeah, some people don't agree with him. I mean, I definitely say that this might be a big take on the effort. I'll find out if there's a key in and how to stop in. We start the second half. As right now, Collier is with on the other team with Colin Sexton. Laurie Marketing this right toward the wing. And we have his John Collins, he's right up on top. And Kessler is right toward in the center. Van Vliet is with on Jalen Green. And it's Brooks right outside. Amin Thompson is right toward in the wing. And Singin is toward the center. Singin, the take, nobody around. The three, and he went out of bounds. That will be a shot clock violation as there's no time to spare as it's now Jazz ball. Well, too much time effort. I mean, he definitely didn't think he was going to make the shot because he would have been swatted and get rejected. He looks like he will have to try to avoid it, but don't get yourself uncomfortable. Sexton, toward his own, layup, he'll get it back. Three for Colin Sexton. That's a nervous for the Utah Jazz. With a little bit of a change up for Colin Sexton, only one field goal is made with 4 points. And now it's a chance to sing it his right toward the wing. We'll try to get back to Brooks this time. Brooks, changing with a drive, and the left hand, no problem. Dylan Brooks with 4 points. 5:33 left to go in the third quarter. Just looking at Dylan Brooks, he's definitely got a great change. There was no question at all. That really has to give someone else a better change off to have that stop motion. Thompson with his little rebound, he now has it again to Van Vliet. Here he goes, over and back. Oh, he just couldn't get this ball handled. And with a little twist on the back, to have it dunked down, he would have had the time perfect. Here's Collier, layup drive. Strong D by Fred Van Vliet. Singing with his third rebound of the night. Singing now finds again Dylan Brooks. Watching on Kessler, Brooks now finds again Van Vliet. With some flat motion screen, he has it again to Dylan Brooks. Here's a chance. Looks to Green. Green for Brooks. That's an error miss by Houston Rockets. 4:35 left to go in the third quarter. Sexton in a hurry to finish the drive. He will have it in. Another 2-pointer. That's pulling a breakdown for the Rockets on a defenseman. Yeah, it's not turning so good. I mean, they're not picking up some steam. They have to do something else. If they don't get it done that time, they're out of luck. Thompson now finds again at Green. And Van Vliet for the triple three. Good. For the Rockets as Van Vliet has 6 points. There's no stopping for that one as Van Vliet's getting some good pressure. He's really on to a hard anticipation. He really wants it all. That gives him a great chance. Oh, alley-oop went unsuccessful. That changes it over. Oh, what happened here? I thought that one turned to be successful, but this changed over. Sexton with a shot. That will be today. Number 2 quarter for Colin Sexton for the Utah Jazz. A 37-31 game. Now here's Van Vliet. He'll carry that one over. So there's a pass to Green. Back to Thompson. Thompson with the finish and a look. That will be number 2 for the Rockets. Amin Thompson with 10 points and 8 in the paint. They just really have to keep on Amin Thompson that long. He really thinking he was going to be settled out of gas, but I don't think he doesn't. Kessler now finds Collier. Collier. Screen coming. Here's the 3. That's another miss by Utah Jazz. Thompson went the other way. Give it over to Dylan Brooks. Brooks now finds a chance back to get to Thompson. He looks to Green. screen. Now finds again to Brooks. Brooks, again to Thompson. Thompson wants to go for a drive. Yes, he does. That's what Thompson makes. Another 2-pointer for the Rockets. He has 12. Timeout's been called by Utah Jazz. 2:25 left to go in the third. Just look at this place. You say Mr. Clutch really wants to give some big effort. I have no questions since a guard. He's been looking like he wants to have it all fun time effort. Yeah, big teams are always been out to be like this. Nothing really stands out. You really have it all what you can count on. Big takes in. Superstars. The NBA on 2K Sports is brought to you by Hotels.com. Find your place somewhere. Starry Lives. And by a new Kia Electro. Movement that inspires. An official auto trader of the NBA. Rockets up ahead by 10, and for the Jazz, they really are starting to show up. They need to give Hardy another key motion step after a disappointment with the game against the other team, as the Mavericks couldn't beat against the Cleveland Cavaliers, the #1 team for the Eastern Conference. And as a big look here for the second chance points, Rockets have been ahead for the last 10 games. They're in first place. Hey, there's no standing about. I mean, this really has to give someone else a better chance. This really has some all-time effort. I have a little bit of a range what they can do. They really got to show their pride. In trouble, you find center Bob. George is right on Shepard. The screen rejection, three-pointer, and they'll do it. Green with his first rebound of the night. Just 2 minutes left in the third. Gives it over now to Issa. Issa now finds Shepard. Shepard wants some screen to Issa. Here's a finish. Off the red. Rebounded by George. George on top. Here's the pass. Oh, he just couldn't get the alley-oop pass right. And it now turns over to Houston ball. Have a look for John Collins this time for this season and the last 14 games. Well, it's been like all this today. After a trade line from the Atlanta Hawks, he really has to say what is most teams have to be. This is what his quotes would say. He says that, I have a lot of strategy I've just done for my whole life. Don't matter what players get me into work, they get me beaten. We don't play. We have to do strong effort before game time. It's not about hard work, it's not fun, it's competing. After a bucket made by Jeff Green, here's George. Here's a chance to Filipowski. Filipowski have a second chance, he will slam it out. Number 2-pointer for the Jazz, it's easy to have it again to Shepard. Shepard's right toward the wing, he has the pass over, now finding Issa. Issa gives the pass over. Off and loose again by Clarkson. With more. Regrouping here. Now Shepard needs some regroups. Fine screen. 4 to shoot. Over Pilkowski. That's an error miss by the Rockets. 35 seconds left in the third. Clarkson. In the middle. With the finish. They'll have it back. Up it goes, and Eason! What a rejection here! That's for the Rockets. Oh, never get over this point. Not easy, makes it out of the way to stop him down. After the lost dunk, here's Eason. He now brings it over to get a Shepard. Just 6 to shoot. Tate, up at top for the 2. Off and miss. Colin, Clarkson, for half court, he will not get it in time. That'll be the end of the third quarter. 43 to 33 is the score. 1 quarter left. Rockets might be a big surprise to have to finish and win it all. We'll be back with you shortly. after this. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we have a moment now to reveal the state pharmacist of the game. Let's have a better range of that. I have a little bit of a great, the better highlights, and this is what happens he made him with. That green gives a bounce pass to Steven Adams, and this is what he had done. First quarter, bucket and one. I really love the hustle. Me too there, Willie. Me too. Fourth quarter. Coming down to the last regulation of the game, and we welcome you back here in Houston. With the finishing group, we have Miss Van Vliet. He's with on Jalen Green. Alpert Seconds in center. Ahmed Thompson is right toward the small forward position. The other forward position is Dylan Brooks. And off the start, here's Thompson. Give to Seguin for the two. Yes, sir. Flutter must cash it in. As Alpert Seguin with his second bucket. Really took some time off then. I mean, for Seguin, he's going so well. Here comes Thompson. Alley-oop to Green. Oh, he made that backhand go for the jam. Oh, listen to that one. That makes it an excellent on the feet. How can you stop that one here for Ahmed Thompson? That gives it to Green. I love the hustle. Finish for a while. This still is on Van Vliet. The screen. On for the floater. That will dish it in for Collier. Another two-pointer for the Jazz. Now with only 6 minutes left, it's a 47-35 game. Van Vliet passes over to get to Brooks. Brooks passes over to Van Vliet. Pass again to Thompson. Here's the finish for two. Another bucket for Thompson. He has done it again. 14 points. And Frank Van Vliet with the assist. Oh, he's not going to start quitting here. Thompson's on a high flyer. You have it all what you have to do for him. Clarkson finishes up with a slam down. 5:30 left to go in the fourth. Here comes Van Vliet. And now he passes over to Gary Thompson. Thompson passes now finds Brooks. Has a look over again to Seguin. Seguin. Traps in motion. Back again to Thompson. Thompson. Looks over for the two. Trying to beat over by Clarkson, but it was missed again. Clarkson for three. Another three-pointer missed here for the secondary line group. Oh man, I mean that Clarkson's not just throwing up big here. I got a problem with that. Looks over now to Green. Try to give it over to Van Vliet. Sexton with a pull steal. Here's Sexton for two. Rebounded it again, and he's fouled. That'll be a Burn Seguin with his first personal foul. And they're adding another team foul. That'll be the second for Houston.
At the line for the Jazz, Kessler taking 2 shots.
Kessler misses first free throw. Well, here's a bear on the trade out there. After the trade in 2023, he acquired Kessler after playing with Rudy Gobert. And definitely what I have to say now is that Kessler was not only the day when I've always been ever seen things before. First, he played with the Auburn Tigers. It was the first thing that he was ever been doing. And then second, his trade line must have been going with a swap over to the North Carolina Tar Heels. And I have no idea if he has ever been playing in with his better status. Well, he might be playing in for some tournaments in this game here. Every conference he has been ever achieving. And for some better reason is, it was nothing but they stand up, relax. I was pretty sure enough that they were going to keep it in here for so long. But maybe there might be another change if they can try to keep it in. Hopefully there will be another one to make a comeback in. If he gets it done. Clarkson checked out. It's now checking back in. It's McCullough. Oh man, had a little bit of a changeover out there. That last touch was put it in for the Giants. Brooks now trying to get it Thompson. Here's a three for Green. Rolls it up. As McCullough with his another rebound with 4 minutes. each. Flash call here. Passes to Kessler. Second on it. Here's a 2. Solid D. Point it back in. Fades. Good. Kessler with another 2-pointer. They're down by 9. Now it's back to Beverly. He's back again to Singing. For the finish. Oh, he did. He has done it again. His 3rd bucket.
That evening is definitely a one way to have the stride.
I mean, wow. How could Singing ever just make that one feel like he was really up to a hurry? No struggle. Nothing stands in. After the alley-oop passing miss out the opportunity, he now finds it again to Van Vliet. I don't know what's going on. That ball is maybe even too loose for Kessler. I thought he got a little bit of his time success. I don't think he didn't do it correctly. That went pretty bad. Green. Here's Brooks for 3. Good from outside, another 2-pointer. Laurie rocking it. Has that one of another screen for Kessler. Toward middle. For the 2, opportunity chance play, no good. Green with another rebound, he has another take. That's his 3rd. Green settles down as we're nearing down the 2-minute mark. You're now finding again to Thompson. Thompson, up and overhead pass to Singing. Oh, good look! He missed it again. Collier. Toward the wing, Sexton for 2. Off it goes for the win. Jalen Green will decide to use his next second and final timeout. Only 2:07 to go. Well, the status is definitely just trying to push it in. Looks like they'll try to refuel with some Gatorade. Of course they do. They really have been pushing it down. Rockets are going to make their way to the finish line and land right toward the plant. Well, it's fair up that way. I mean, what do you think? It's just amazing. It's a wild, epic finish for Houston Rockets. I've been looking like this is a better way to not. It's definitely excellent. Everybody's been achieving there. I have a little bit of a good range, but me too. Everyone's been doing it so well. Rockets rolls up to the victory line. Hey folks, if you're looking for your next game for the NBA, we've got another take here for your action as we have our next matchup. The Clippers are taking on against the Indiana Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse on Game 12. Coverage will start again here. That will be on the next tape. And also, game starts at 7:30 p.m. here for our next one. And then following along with Game 13 as the Bulls will take on against OKC against the Thunders. Game starts at 9 p.m. Don't miss out your next games here only on Son of Beast. And now it's time to present your 2K Sports of the New Balance Player of the Game. Amen Thompson. Well, Thompson's definitely one of his better on the high flyer percentage. I have his hustle making. He has been putting a limit. Sky is the limit for him, and I really have a great status for him. It's just excellent. Makes a great change. Everyone's been doing well. Say when you say so. Amen Thompson on a fly down. Jalen Green has the ball, just 2 minutes left in the final quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Beverly has it again to Singing. He now has it again over to Green. Green to finish it, but too close to the rim. Beverly back to Brooks. Here's a 3. Tate, will he get it? Yes! He finally does it! A 3-pointer puts in for Tate. As he has closed it up with the first 3-pointer, leaving to be quiet. Morgan, one-hand dunk on the flush. Now for Van Vliet, just 90 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Van Vliet will now send it over to get to Brooks. Brooks sends a pass again to Tate. Tate looks it over to again to Van Vliet. Van Vliet, with no pressure, finds Singing. Over Kessler, that's good! Number 2-pointer for Singing. He has 8 points, 4 out of 5 field goals. Just listen to the effort out there. Singing's just getting all kinds of work out there. He is pumped up. He says, let's go. We want some more. Sexton. Finish over the drive, and he's fouled. That'll be Dylan Brooks with his first personal. Second team foul for the Houston Rockets. 1:06 remaining in the fourth quarter.
For Utah, Colin Sexton, 2 shots.
No free field trip and a free throw line coming up for Colin Sexton. As he has a 2-point to take. Makes the first free throw. And with some final substitutions here for the Rockets and for the Jazz. 3 players are checked out. Mikhailiuk, Sendabak, Popowski checked in. 1 shot left for Colin Sexton. And he makes the second. He's one of our biggest out there. That's why he is the SEC All-Freshman team since 2018. Yeah, I always know that it's great enough to say that for Colin Sexton. After playing with the Crimson Tide, it's just what they all have to believe on, that Sexton is a big driving expert. Udell finds again Green. Green. Decided to do it one more time. That's off the 3-point line. And it's rebounded by Mikhailiuk. Mikhailiuk's near the baseline. Screen on Kessler. Stepowski. And a rebound by Tate. One last chance for Tate. Down to 20 seconds left. And this was one of our biggest of the night here at Houston. I know. All you could say now is that big bands we deserve. 5 to shoot, and that will be it. That'll be a shot clock violation for Houston Rockets. Last change for the Jazz and the Rockets. Now Sexton is off. Finished for tonight. As Collier is on checked in. And that'll wrap it up, folks. 58-44 is your final score. Big night? How do you feel about that? I love the energy. Really makes it easy. We have a great chance to have it all. I did say so. It's a great win, a good night. Well, as for being said now, I guess it's going to be the end for the game. We really enjoyed it. Now, folks, that's going to wrap it up from here. Along with my broadcast partner, along with our special guests, Willie and Paintbrush, I'm OJ. Thanking you for watching on this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time, everybody. Have a good night. All right, thank you so much, OJ. Here's the biggest take. 58-44 was their final score of Game 11. We're so back, and better range than I've been seeing things going so well for Houston Rockets, and they're really have been pushing their way through. You can never let it go down. If you don't do it that one correctly, I mean, you're going to get overtime ticked. Here's how I did with all the statistics. That's 55% for the field goals for Houston Rockets. But it was only 53 pointers that pulls it in for the Houston Rockets, the better lining percentage. 83 free throws. That's for Utah Jazz. He's been making it through here. Just 1 miss for the free throw. And only 6 fast break points. That was for the Utah Jazz. I mean, that must have been putting in here for some big takes here. Hopefully that might be a positive on that attitude, but I won't have to agree with that. 36 points in the paint for the Houston Rockets with only 7 second chance points, 16 bench points, and 22 assists. Looking very good out there for Houston Rockets. Number 2 in the Western Conference. Of course there is. Hopefully there will be a bigger for tomorrow. 9 defensive rebounds for the Utah Jazz and only 20 defensive rebounds for the Houston Rockets. Only a couple steals here, 5 and 5. Only 1 block. That must have been now that Eason made a great rejection. 8 turnovers, 1 team foul for Utah Jazz. But it's 7 dunks, 16 performance of the biggest lead, and 16-21 time of possession. You really have to believe it on with that one here, Woodspinny? Well, do I wish? I don't know. Is that your take? Well, I guess so. I mean, I have a lot of a big range here. Well,
Well, I mean, leave it off to be out there, Wood Spoony. You have it all. Oh, shucks. Stop that. Well, anyway, I'm JK. Thank you very much out there. You've been the best. Houston Rockets, it's the blast off for tonight. And now it's time to present 3-star players of the game. I'll have it over to you. You take it away first there, Wood Spoony. Alright, thank you very much. 3rd star, we're starting off here for the Houston Rockets, and this one really makes a big changing on a good effort. First, Lauri Markkanen with 9 points, 2 rebounds, 4 out of 6 field goals, and only 1 3-pointer. It was only that, and it's only 1 dunk had made. 9 performance effort. He was really been well, but it looks like you'll have to get back in to get for our next game for preparation underway. Have to see about that. For the 2nd star player of the game, this one goes out to Colin Sexton. 10 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 3 out of 10 field goals. Missed everything. Well, I don't know if he missed a lot of 3-pointers, but it's too hard for him to get over this. Only 4 out of 4 free throws was no problem. 14 dunks and 1 dunk. So 14 performance effort, correction, with 1 dunk. There you go. Now you got that one in there. Yep. Thank you. Had a little bit of a confusion anyway. And for your 1st star player of the game, it goes to Amen Thompson. 14 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 7 out of 11 field goals, only 1 3-pointer he tried to do for a ding, but he didn't work for him. Only 21 performance effort. Look at him go. High flyer. Makes it stand out. Best place ever. Well, folks, that's going to do here for our Game 11 of the NBA on 2K Sports. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up button. And also, keep your eyes for your next game on its way. The next matchup is the Pacers and the Clippers. Ooh, this should be a fun one. I agree. I totally agree. Let's put it down. Let's get it done. Well, now you're just going to say it again and again. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up now. I hope you all enjoyed this part of the game, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, folks, for a while as the NBA on 2K Sports Style. This is Tyler Beast and Wood Spoony signing you out. Good night, folks, from Houston and from Utah. So until next time, thanks for watching.
If you don't, somebody will.